Well, welcome, good evening, you wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8, and this is part 13 of Let's Play The Letter. We're continuing on with Becca's story. I want to double check real quick just to make sure it's actually recording. Yes, it is. I'm expecting us to dial up to 11 here in a second. I'm expecting something. Well, obviously you can't go in the ladies' room unless it's an emergency. Like if you're in front of a women's bathroom and you hear like screaming or something, you can go in there then, because if you don't, someone could die. And so you have to do that, you know.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
For some reason, it makes me think of Freddy Krueger whenever I hear those kinds of songs. Yeah? You guys ever play a guitar?
Hello
You
there.
know the phaser and flange
You're Kylie's
effects
friend, aren't you?
that you can use?
Melody, is it?
It sounds almost like they're
She's looking for
applying
you.
that sound to a woman's crying. But it sounds like the distortion effects. Not, you know, the grunge distortion, like... But more like flange, chorus, phaser.
Career day's about to start too. You'll
Who
have
else
to come
likes
out,
the band
or you're going to be
Pantera?
really late for it.
I think Pantera is
Miss Alice
absolutely
won't be happy if one of her
amazing.
kids isn't there. I heard she brought little gifts for everyone who'll behave. Don't you want to receive one?
Maybe like it's almost like they're adding a little bit of tremolo now too.
Are you
Which
okay?
do you guys think is better for an electrical version of an acoustic? Reverb or tremolo or an echo or even delay? What about spacer effects? Yeah, go listen to some Pantera if you guys can. What do you guys think about deja vu? Deja vu is where you do something, but then you have the sense that you feel like you do something you really haven't done much for, but you get a feeling that you've done this before, that you're doing this sort of situation again. But there's an opposite of that called a deja vu, where you do something that you have done thousands and thousands of times, but then you suddenly feel as if you've never done it before, and you feel completely lost and confused. to where you're doing something that should feel familiar, but it's not. The cries abruptly stop. Light footsteps shuffle behind me, coming to a halt at the door. My heart skips a beat. And when I turn, we're going to get a really cool picture.
Kylie?
Miss Pink? Miss Pink? Why didn't you help her?
We're trying. My whole body becomes motionless at the sight of her, words catching in my throat and heart pounding rapidly against my chest. This is Kylie, I'm sure of it. Yet nothing in the manner she speaks, or the way she tilts her head in question carries the youthful, innocent vibe she always brings with her. As if I'm merely looking at a dead, hollow imitation of a child.
Can't you hear her? She's asking for your help.
Normally when you help someone, you have to know how to help them. Calling,
Why
beckoning.
won't you listen to her?
Because she has to give more instructions. What am I helping with? When you were driving? So it's not like she doesn't want to help, she just doesn't know how to help. Not even a week has passed. This minute, while I keep my eyes trained on the child before me, they return with such unbearable clarity. There are no horrid wounds this time, no blood streaming down a pale face. Thank heavens. Just lips contorted into a small, twisted smile. They brim with venom I've never expected to see in an Everton child, sending tiny pinpricks of dread crawling up my limbs and
You're a
Hmm.
whining.
bad person. People like you deserve to die.
Why do you think she's a bad person? Quick time event, probably. Judging, mocking. Quick time eventing. Otherwise known as taunting. Each scathing word ring, my throat closes in. My whole body tenses. Again, what was she supposed to do? How was she supposed to help? I was really nice to Isabella. I mean, not sure what else. Yeah? Not sure what you want from me. But like, mash all the buttons. On and on.
Help me!
Are we dying?
Are you ladies done with your business here? I don't have all morning to wait for you two.
Are you okay, Miss Pink?
No anger, no vile hatred in them. Just plain, sincere concern. Bit by bit, I become aware of my surroundings and myself as warmth suddenly slips back into me. I have reached out for the nearby counter to steady myself at some point, and my knuckles have gone white from how rigid my grip on it is. It's over now, yet the tension hasn't left my body. My heart still hammers hard against my chest in an erratic rhythm, and my breathing still comes in short, shallow bursts. Before me, Kylie fumbles with her hands, utterly unsure of what to do to an adult in what's probably in a laughable state.
Did you get sick? I'll call Tio, okay? Stay here and don't move.
No need. Just leave me alone.
Tio will know how to fix you. Oh, wait, okay?
I wish I could speak reassurance to her, but I can't shake it off. The dread is there, twisting at my insides in anticipation. Of what? I am no longer sure. Whatever they both saw on my face, I care not to know. Bloody hell, I don't even understand what's happening anymore. Ellipses! What kind of tea is it? At least tea is good for you.
And it is a natural conclusion.
I actually have encountered stuff similar to this in real life, but, well, most people wouldn't believe me on that. And honestly, it's better to avoid thinking about that stuff. But that's in the past. And honestly, that's the best way to handle that or function. Perhaps there's really more to that bloody letter than some awful Halloween prank.
Perhaps Isabella's right all along.
A terrible thing if true. Though that thought doesn't linger long, thankfully. Soon the ringing of my mobile takes my attention away from it. An unfamiliar name flashed before me once and the screen lights up. And my brows knit together. When did you meet Mary Ann? I don't remember this. Try to remember when I entered this person on my contact list. Takes a moment, but then it clicks. My ears zero down the book. Oh, right! The person when you wanted the architecture book. Forgot about that. I think we saw it from Mary Ann's perspective. Would she be stuck down in that cellar yet? Trying to call for help? Or is that not yet happened?
Marianne?
Hello! Here I was starting to wonder if it was a bad time to call. Is it?
No, not at all. I dismissed my last class a few minutes ago. I'm pretty much free for the rest of the afternoon, unless something comes up. Is this about last time? The book?
Not really. I was hoping to ask you about some other thing.
Oh, sure. What about?
You grew up in this city, didn't you?
It's a peculiar question to ask someone you just met, but I answer it nevertheless.
Born and raised. Third generation migrant. Why do you ask?
So, you must be familiar with the local lore. The, stories?
Quite. If I'm going to teach about history, I'd like to think I am, yeah? But a family friend would be a better person to ask. If you want, I can contact him for you.
No. Let's just keep this thing between us, okay? It's nothing too big. And I... Alright. I really don't know how else to put this without sounding a bit crazy. But things have been really, odd. Do you remember the mansion I mentioned back when we met? My current project?
It didn't take a week with Isabella when she arrived, but that Isabella superstitious down to the last hair. Though it would be too far off to think Marianne has only started thinking about this recently. She's working on the damn house itself. I must admit, even I'm curious now, despite living here for so many years and having so many chances to look it up before.
The Ermengarde Mansion, yes?
Yes, that one. And, the thing is... Oh dear, this is a bad idea. You know what? Just forget I ever called you about this. It must have been the sunny weather. It's making me sick and see stupid things.
See things.
No, wait. It's all right. I don't mind.
There's a moment's pause before she responds again. I won't blame her if she hesitates.
I can't believe I'm asking you about this.
It's fine. Why don't you just think of it as some form of research?
Well, all right. But after this, we're going to forget we ever had this talk.
My lips will be sealed. Now, what is it about the mansion?
Just, what do you know about it? The general gist. The place's past. What happened to the owners? Anything you can give me.
Let's see. To start off,
I do my best to give her a concise summary from the time the house was commissioned 400 years ago and who had built it. Up at the point of beginning deserted after the last heir's death, and the deed was passed on to the Ermengarde's nearest relatives. demolished even. These are all nothing she probably hasn't heard of before, yet there's dissatisfaction in her tone once I finished.
That's all there really is to it?
As far as I know. There's this little bit I forgot to mention about Lady Charlotte Ermengarde's death, but most of those are just theories. Aside from that, this is really everything we've been teaching all these years. Should there be anything more?
No mention of any other weird stuff? Other crazy stories? Or a letter of some sort?
My blood runs cold. Any warmth and comfort the tea I drink has given me prior has instantly been drained out of me. The phone creaks softly as my light hold on it turns into a firm grip. The whole letter bullshit is starting to turn into more than a coincidence. Bullshite.
None that I've heard or read of. What does a letter have to do with this?
Oh, no. It was just something I came across. Ignore it. Random thoughts, you know? By the way, I need to run. Thanks for answering my questions.
She ends the call abruptly with only a clipped goodbye, leaving my mind heavy with even more thoughts. The mood around my classroom has gone considerably denser, in light of what little I've gleaned from that conversation. I don't think Marianne's lying about her intent. Her interest is genuine, I'd give her that. But she's left a lot of things out. But for her to be willing to call something like that, she must be a bit scared. I get the sense she only asked because something's happening around her too, and if she hadn't mentioned the letter, I probably would have never made the connection.
Just what the hell did we get ourselves into?
Of course, there's still a lot of confusing details in this. All of these are just assumptions. No concrete conclusion to be formed. What we have, and if we want to find out what we're really dealing with, I think, ellipses. I think Marianne's right. There might be something more to those stories, as absurd as it sounds. The very place that gave us the letter might tell us something beyond what we know. And tomorrow night, I have a few hours of that chance at the housewarming party. Totally not an exciting thought, since the place is privately owned now. I can't just wander around. But it's enough reason to keep the dread at bay, as I step out of the room, ready to put an end to this day. The way you kind of phased in there wasn't quite right, sir. Vibes disappear when I run into head Luke. It's gonna be odd seeing the story
You're still
from this
here?
perspective.
Obviously. Who do you think standing in front of you?
An ass.
Oh, come on, Daisy. You've done better than that. Losing your touch?
Luke, I don't have time for this. I'm heading home, and your face is the last thing I want to see before I leave.
Still
What
better
do you
than the
want?
Grudge Girl.
Munchkin, I thought you wanted to tell her something.
You do it, Tio.
This wasn't my idea, darling.
Don't worry. I won't tell Tia what you told me the other day. And this morning.
Yeah?
You, come with us.
What makes you think I will?
Because little Rugrat here is upset and worried, and it's your bloody fault. I've no idea what happened this morning, but if you don't come with us, I won't be hearing the end of it from her. So do me a favor, Daisy, and just be glad I'm inviting you.
You're asking for a favor, and you can't be bothered to be polite? I don't know. It's been a really busy day for me. I kind of miss my couch.
Daisy, you just say yes.
What are you even inviting me to? This doesn't make sense. What am I even being invited to? The nurse's office? Did Kylie say that, you know...
Please?
Tia said it'll be his treat.
What? I said no such thing, Munchkin. I only agreed to this because you requested it. I'm under no obligation to feed her.
I promise we'll be quiet the next time I visit.
Oh, all right, but just one meal and make it the cheapest.
It's confusing.
See, Miss Pink? It'll be fun. You don't have to feel sad anymore, okay?
Oh, well,
So what's up? Hey Beck, I'll be around Salem well this evening. The area I need to have is what?
Well, Daisy, we're waiting here.
True enough. It's going to be very confusing when I try to go back and get all the endings.
Okay, but only because Kylie asked.
That's alright. I'm sure Tio doesn't mind. He let me pick where we're going to eat. Don't worry, it's just close.
Keep your distance. You better not do anything funny, you hear?
I'm the one who should keep my distance. May I remind you who approached me first and what you did right after?
Oh, I remember it clearly. But perhaps it's you who needs a reminder. You seem to have never learned your lesson. Care we give it another try? Maybe this time it'll stick.
Maybe this time it'll stick. You think you're scary? Well, I'll show you what's scary. And your friend? Did you make up with her?
Yep! She said she just saw something she didn't like. She didn't accept the jellies, though. She told me to give it to you instead. She knows you like the red ones, too.
Very well. Hand it to me later. I'll bring some of them home. I think your Tia would love to have some. Cut that out, it's distracting.
Why don't you just look somewhere else?
I can't. If I turn elsewhere, I might end up looking at the bobfuck right behind us.
Bob, do I even want to ask?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Everything looks good. But have you seen the face?
Oh.
What is wrong with you?
It's another word for
I frown about
butterface.
this in practice, but
I think the last time I really heard that was Jack Black
with a
in the game.
particularly potent soap, preferably
what was
by
that
your own
game?
mum.
A shame she isn't here.
Yeah, it was some RTS-based game. Brutal Legend. Jack Black. He's a comedian / musician. I'd say he's both. Interesting.
What is it with the damn mobile? Are you on a curfew?
And what is it to you? I don't think it's any of your business what I do with it.
It is my business, all right? 1, I'm the one paying here. 2, I'm being forced to eat dinner in a place this stuffed and noisy. Lastly, it's been 10 minutes, the food isn't here, and I'm hungry. What you're doing with the mobile is annoying and distracting, when the least you could do is keep things entertaining while I suffer.
That's your problem? Shouldn't you be more worried about how this entire affair looks to other people?
Oh, I didn't realize this was one. You move fast, Daisy. You could have informed me first, you know. Had I known, I would have taken you someplace nicer. Certainly the kind with better food and plenty of good wine.
Why did I ever think this was a good idea? Did it ever occur to you how inappropriate this might look to everyone?
Why should I care? It's only inappropriate if you make it out to be. Relax. I won't do anything to make your boyfriend angry. He doesn't even need to know we dined out. It'll be our dirty little secret.
He's not my boyfriend!
Oh, so there is someone. You're so easy to read. Look how mottled you are. Now the nickname makes more sense. Shy Miss Pink and her cute little crush. The color suits you, by the way. It matches the hair.
It's not a crush.
Classic denial. But in reality, you want him to be yours, and your every move is made to make him notice you. In fact, you don't want him to see you with another man in a non-professional capacity, because he might misinterpret it.
The same thing goes for you, doesn't it? Bloody, yours is even worse. What about your wife? Aren't you concerned she might misinterpret this?
Daisy, just because we tied the knot doesn't mean we have to be joined at the hip at every single opportunity.
Don't be ridiculous. Why else would you marry her if you don't want to be with her for the rest of your lives?
Because, Daisy, she also has other things she can do with her life and friends to spend time with. Granted, I don't like some of them, and I have a few of my own she utterly dislikes. But wifey doesn't have to know my every move. Nor do I hers. Do you know how boring that would be? To be with the same person for all hours of the day, losing sleep over the mere fact they're not with you? Or putting everything you have aside to please them, to have your whole world revolve around one person?
Aren't you just mistaking that for something else? Unlike you, there are other people here who don't share the same jaded outlook you have. Don't lump everyone together just because it didn't work out for you.
And you, my dear, are unexpectedly naive.
What's so naive about it? If you love each other, wouldn't you want to always see them, be with them, to have them focus solely on you? Maybe you haven't been loved enough.
Oh, it's that kind of thing for you, isn't it? The love is eternal, love is a strong emotion shite. A starry-eyed girl pining for a dashing Prince Charming? What's next? Romantic confessions of love? A grand wedding on the beach? Dozens of spawns running around in some picturesque home in the suburbs? How quaint. Are you also expecting it's going to be sunshine and rainbows after? A happily ever after? Please.
What? I never once said... And is all of that such a bad thing to hope for?
Woman, I've been married for 7 years, and I'm telling you, it's far from what you have in your pretty red head. Tell me, how long has this song and dance been going for you and your man? Maybe I am mistaken.
You haven't been in a relationship with Ash, though. Everyone's different case-by-case basis. And not only is each person different, but each person's interpersonal relations are also different. You know, how Hannah relates to Luke is different from how you would be to Ash. I mean, Luke is definitely a very different person than Ash. And Hannah's definitely a very different person than Becca. But of course, I don't know, Hannah and Zach.
Come on, Daisy, that shouldn't be too hard. 3, 5, 8, 10, 20.
Are you trying to guess how many people she slept with? I feel like I misinterpreted something. He left out some context for it, but... Is he trying to guess how many men she slept with? Is that what he's doing? Or is it how many years?
bloody bullocks, this is just brilliant. Oh, Mother, why do I always keep running into these things? This day couldn't get any better. I think I'm gonna need a stiff drink after this.
Oh, I'm sure nothing good will come of this. The urge to run from here has never been this strong.
Is everything you said how you plan to act, if that man of yours ever ends up with you? Cling to him? Put him on a bloody pedestal? Let him become the center of your universe? Although with how long this seems to be going on, I think you've already done so. Marriage will just be icing on the top. Like some sort of reward for you, isn't it? For being a good, patient, loyal little girl all this time. Never looking at another man. He must have been having a grand time with someone pining over him this long. I'm a little envious, to be honest. Maybe also a little surprised he hasn't suffocated from all your attention yet.
Laugh all about it if you want. It's not like you'll ever understand.
But you really should just tell Ash how you feel. And he should not be a cheating son of a bitch. Or an asshole.
You're right. I won't. But I do know not to mistake love for obsession, woman. They are not the same thing.
But you're not actually dating. You need to actually talk to him about it. Are you seeing the ghost behind me? Do I have a spider on me? I mean, do I have a ghost on me?
Are you crying? Are you going to cry? Stop that right now, woman.
Will you shut up? You're an annoying bag of dick, you know that? If I hear another word from you, I'm sewing that bloody mouth shut myself!
Watch that book, woman! I already warned you about your little threats. You don't want to see my brand of angry!
Then keep your hands to yourself!
Alright, that's it. People these days, I swear you treat them nicely, and this is where it gets me.
You're the last person I'd ever want to comfort me. Even if we're the only two remaining people on Earth. Don't flatter yourself.
Okay, have it your way, Daisy.
And stop calling me Daisy! I have a name, you know!
For what it's worth, Rebecca, I didn't ever think that's all there is to you. Why else would I leave my own goddaughter in your care if you're just some lovesick woman? for someone important.
Dead coworkers. What's that emoji at the end?
For what it's worth, Rebecca, I didn't ever think that's all there is to you. Why else would I leave my own goddaughter in your care if you're just some lovesick woman?
Have I always been like this?
Are we gonna have a new friend in the apartment? Nope, we did not see the ghost girl.
What the hell were you thinking?
I wasn't. Ow! Could you let go?
you have any idea how much trouble you could get in.
That's why I'm asking you for help.
Is this what you've been doing these past 3 days? Because this doesn't make your case convincing, Isabella.
Rose died, Ash.
I know. Every single person in Luxburg knows. It's on the damn news. But that doesn't mean...
People are missing. Some of those are my friends. And BRC's just covering it all up.
You can't just barge into my office and expect me to do anything about it, right off the bat. This isn't a children's game, Isabella. We have procedures. We have to follow protocol. There's red tape all over this case for a reason. We sure as hell don't investigate things just because some stupid letter spooked us.
Ash, you have to believe me this time. If we don't do anything right now, more people will...
It's been a whole week. This stupid letter prank is getting old real fast. I'm sick of it.
I'm
It
not
was funny
feeling
the
very
first
happy
time,
with it right now,
Not
Ash.
so much now.
You're the only one that can help me with this, Ash. Even Rebecca won't.
All right, you two are awfully loud. What's going on here? Well, if you want to continue this, you two better do it elsewhere. You're disturbing other people.
Don't worry, we're done here.
No, we aren't. Becca, I looked it up. I called them. I visited some of them and...
Which you shouldn't have done in the first place. Isabella, you're going to create more problems for us with what you're doing. A team has already been assigned to it. Leave it to us.
Your precious team is looking at it the wrong way. Becca, it's not just Rose. There are others.
Technically, Isabel's not really doing anything wrong. She's just talking to people. Saying, hey, is this so-and-so alive?
What do you mean?
The letter, Rebecca! It's not...
It's nothing. If there's really something going on because of that dumb letter, none of us would be standing here. We've all read it, haven't we? But Rebecca's alive, Zach's alive, I'm alive. So for the last time,
Zach
this
and
isn't a
Marianne not
curse.
so much.
There's a murderer on the loose, and your coworkers happen to be the victims. Give it a rest, Isabella. It's too early for this shit.
Don't you think that's too much for a coincidence?
Not so much. Most serial killers follow a pattern. I'll tell you about it some other time. And anyway, coincidence or not, the point is, civilians like you aren't supposed to get involved. You're putting yourself in danger.
I wasn't chasing after...
Will the both of you slow down and stop arguing for a minute? What's this about your coworkers, Belle?
Becca, please don't tell me now you believe this shit.
All we're doing is asking, hey, what's going on with your coworkers? You said all your coworkers are dead. I mean, if there's a pattern, the pattern's at least pointing to... Because here's the thing, if there's a letter that maybe like all of us would have issues, which we are. I don't know about you, Ashton. We haven't played your story yet. But all of her coworkers are dying. And she's one of her coworkers, so we'd rather our friend not die. This is the time to save. Why would you feel disappointed? Your friend says that they saw something. Obviously.
I might have seen her. The woman Belle's been telling us about. The one she said she saw in the attic.
Like Ash.
You're kidding, right?
Do you think Becca would make this
Do
shit
I
up?
look like I'm joking?
Really, Becca? Not funny.
Ash, I'm not lying. Why would I lie about this? It's been this way since the film fest. The past few days have been really odd since we read that letter.
Or maybe you're all just feeling under the weather.
I'm not sick. Don't you think I'd know that by now?
Becca, you're starting to sound like Scaredy Cat. Give me a break.
Why don't you?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, you two.
Because regardless of you believe it
It's
or
all
not,
my fault. This is all my
other
fault.
people are seeing it.
I was only hoping I could fix this before any of you. I'm sorry for dragging you all into this. I'll fix this. I promise.
We're doing really good with Isabella here. Hannah, meh. Meh, meh. Not good with Ashton or Luke. Well, we did kick him in the nuts. He deserves it.
Belle, there's nothing to fix. The problem is...
Just this once, Ash. You don't have to come with me. But if I don't do anything, I am going to regret it. Please.
Did you really have to tell her that?
What do you want to hear from me then? That everything's fine?
No, I want all of you to stop putting these ideas in her head. None of it is helping. Never mind. Don't worry about her. I'll bring her back here.
How is it putting ideas in her head? We're actually seeing the shit ourselves.
Ash, I know you don't believe in those things she's saying. And you know me. I'm less inclined to believe in those things as you do. But I've seen something. There's something strange going on here. You don't have to buy it.
That's
If
a
you
good way to
don't
put
want
it.
to listen to me, fine. But please, try to hear her out. It's bad enough that Isabella goes off like this without telling anyone. I'm just worried something might happen to her if she keeps at it. Talk to her, okay?
As if she trusts me enough for that.
Doesn't the fact that she approached you first about this, instead of me, already say a lot?
This is a good story. The 29th as far as we've got. Don't you and Ashton both have cars? Yeah, I can't say any place I've really lived has really been worth that much, but I can't say I can complain about any place I've lived. I'm grateful for everything I have in my life. Well, Hana, you haven't been possessed by the necklace that probably says something that I can't read.
Welcome everyone. Please make yourselves at home.
Be careful with Shirley, alright?
Ashton?
Becca, what are you doing here?
I was invited.
Really? I had no idea you were friends with the host.
Well, it's my parents, actually. But that's beside the point. What are you doing here? You hate parties.
I still do. I'm just here on behalf of a friend.
That's rare. Do you have someone with you then?
Nope, just me. I won't be staying long.
Well, if that's the case, maybe you and I can...
Chief?
Ashton, what's...
Sorry, Becca. I need to... There's something I need to check for a bit. I'll talk to you later. Do you have a ride home?
No, I had to take a cab here. My car wouldn't start this afternoon. But what about...
I told you to get that old thing checked before, didn't I? You can head back with me after this. Anyway, I gotta go. See ya. Be careful, okay?
Hey, be careful! About what exactly?
Who would be calling at this time?
Yes, I'm at the party already, Mom. Yes, I'll say hi to her if I can.
You guys know how, like, there's a Assassin's Creed game set in Egypt? And, Greece and a lot of places? What if you had an Assassin's Creed game set in all the current places? Like, say, the Assassin's Creed for Egypt. But what if it wasn't the old Egypt? What if it was modern Egypt? Modern Greece? Or modern... Like, okay, Assassin's Creed 1. Middle Eastern. So what if that was modern? Origins, modern Egypt. Black Flag. The modern Caribbean. How it looks today. What about modern New York? What if you could have a speed mod on Assassin's Creed? You move 10 times as fast.
I swear, the next person who asks, I'm dancing the night away with. Ashton can go fuck himself.
You would catch his eye a lot better if you wore nicer clothes, don't you think?
Didn't realize the housewarming was going to be this fancy. I would have gone with a nice dress if I knew.
Oh, you're fine, dearie. It's only really the parvenu, those who climb, that come to these parties all dolled up. Quite the black-haired beauty, isn't he?
At least you're not wearing the necklace just yet. But you will at the end of this night. So that's a little worrying.
Who, Ash?
You know, you really shouldn't have turned down those offers. If I wasn't married, I'd happily go dancing with those young men. But you said a name. Ash. That's the exquisite lad you've been looking at all this time. I don't know him, and I'm the one hosting this party. That must mean you know each other. Is he your boyfriend then? Because that would explain those rejections.
Here we have this scene again. We've seen this picture before, but last time it was from Hannah's perspective. Why haven't you told him? Either he likes you or he doesn't. And if he doesn't, well, you're fine, because you are very pretty. Actually, I'm seeing 2 10s on this page right now. So even if Ash doesn't like you, I'm pretty sure
No, that's ridiculous.
all of England
He isn't my boyfriend.
would be willing to date you.
Such a
So
violent
you be
reaction.
with anyone you
A
want.
simple no would have sufficed. Many here would be happy to hear it.
And I haven't been looking at him.
But yeah, you're both 10s. Never actually been in a relationship with a blonde or a redhead.
That's right. You've been staring.
Been rejected
deeply, in
violence.
fact. Although I'm not sure if you look like you want to kiss him or kill him.
It's more the latter currently.
Just don't go murdering him on my property. I don't want to walk into a room and suddenly find a body there.
We're getting there. But yeah, I'd say Hannah and Beck are both 10s. Then again, it's an anime / video game. It'd be kind of odd if someone was drawn with a less than pleasing aesthetic. But yeah. And even then, men usually don't care that much about body types. Most important thing is, what it's like to be around you. Your personality. That's the most important thing.
Yes, oh, I remember you! You were the cutest little thing with glasses! And when we met, you were having boy troubles with this lad called something with an A. What was it again? Aaron, Alan, Adele, Albert, Alexander, Andrew?
I was starting to lose track of how nice you actually are, Hannah. Between, ghostly version of you murdering Zach, and, the paranormal threesome with Lorraine.
Ashton! Ash! That man is that boy! The same one. Oh, goodness me, after all these years!
Yep. He's torn between
can see why
fighting
they're
zombies with a
quite
chainsaw
dashing.
hand and trying to become the
You don't
greatest
really need to
Pokemon
announce it
master
to everyone
ever.
within earshot, Keep it down.
I'm so sorry, but it really is cute.
This is a nice party, Miss Wright.
Please, Anna's fine. We're friends of a sort, aren't we? We must be friends, seeing as I know about your little infatuation, Becky. Don't you worry, dearie. You'll have your happy ending yet.
I'm not too concerned about that, am I? That's not what I'm looking for.
Nothing wrong with
Oh?
that.
And what makes you think that? Doesn't everybody want their
Yeah.
happy ending?
The idea of happy endings sounds like they're just for fairy tales.
Everyone can find happiness on their own.
And they are, sort
But
of. I don't
everybody
think
wants
you can just sit around,
someone-
trapped in some tower and hope for the best.
That's why you
If
should need to
love
talk to
them,
him.
You have to fight for it, right?
This must be you turning that
You're not
gear
just
over your
going to
head.
sit there and hope that everything will just fix itself on its own. Like everything, you have to work at it.
It'd be one thing if Ash was hitting on other women if you guys were in a relationship. But you guys aren't in a relationship. You guys aren't doing anything. You know, there is no understanding about that. He probably thinks that you would never like him like that. More than likely, the reason Ash isn't hitting on you is probably because he assumes that you have no interest in that way, and that if he did hit on you that way, that you would be offended by it, and that you would no longer wish to be his friend.
But what do I know?
I'm sure the daughter of the two greatest professors I've ever known is smart enough to know what she's talking about.
Well, let's see what happens. We get to see her reaction to finding out that's her husband. And then we have the police chief's wife claiming to be
Good
pregnant by
evening,
Luke.
ladies and gents. Enjoying the party. I hope I'm not too late in welcoming you all to the right mansion.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Welcome one and all to our humble abode. Tonight, if you have yet to find yourself in your roles, you are our ladies and lords of the court of your king and queen, if you would excuse my presumptuousness. So, enjoy the feast that has been laid out for your senses as we only allowed the best to be served. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone!
I got a can of Mountain Dew Amp energy drink right here. Kind of thirsty. So is this going to be about the yelling person later? I remember this. Becca, are you going to see something here? Because I know during the course of this argument,
Pregnant with your little bastard.
Hannah's not willing to accept
take
this.
responsibility.
So maybe that makes her
Damn it,
emotionally
Luke.
weak enough from the shock
Finally
and
got you to
trauma.
talk to me after months
Because I know
of
usually human
silence,
beings
and
are
you
more
do
susceptible
this
to
to
being
me.
controlled
What
if
do
they're
you
very
mean you're
emotional.
pregnant with?
And I'd
Is this
imagine
true?
that would be a very
Lies and slander,
emotionally
woman. Security!
burdening.
Lords, take her out of here before she makes an even bigger fool of herself!
No,
So I wonder if
no,
Becca's
you
going to
do
like
not
witness
do
the
this
ghost
to me.
jump
I'm
inside
ready to leave
and
my
become
stupid
Hannah.
elf of a husband. I told you to leave that damn wife of yours. Look at her. Does she look like she wants a baby? Does she look like she could take care of a baby?
Obviously, she can take better care of someone that's drunk off their ass while how far into their pregnancy? Yeah. How do you feel about that, Ash? But the damage has been done beyond repercussions. I'm more worried about Hannah. We're gonna watch the ghost crawl down Hannah's throat and possess her. I'll say this. No matter his other motivations, he obviously doesn't really give a shit about her. if he's constantly drinking and cheating on her? Yeah, but like I said, after this thing, she starts referring to him as
Take
Prince.
that troll up out of here immediately! And see to it that she isn't allowed here or anywhere we hold any authority in Luxembourg.
Now, it was right after this point that she started calling him a prince. Yeah, because here's the thing. While she does have a right to be angry at this still seems a little out of character with her. But I'm expecting Becca's gonna witness the ghost crawl,
Everyone, please
fucking
go back
exorcist
and
style,
join the party.
crab
Don't let
walk
that
backwards
mess of a woman ruin your night.
toward Hannah
You heard her. Strike up the
and
band,
crawl
maestro, and let us
through
dance
her
like
spine
fireflies in the night.
like a xenomorph. Or how about a necromorph from Dead Space? Something feels off. Are you also possessed at the same time? I mean, we saw hers is not the face of a person Zoo ardently loves. There's a lack of tenderness in it. Absence of warmth and sincere affection is the kind that constricts, suffocates. So, the ghost possessed her and became a soudaire.
And you handled it magnificently.
It happens. We are very important people, are we not?
No one seems to have noticed, however. But yeah. And when Becca first came here, she saw the dark aura stuff over Luke. But here's the thing. Even though she met him, she didn't recognize him that time. So technically, she had met Luke before the time she smacked him in the face with a book. But we're not gonna like.
Lady, would you like to dance?
With pleasure, my prince.
Yeah, like when you start saying my prince thing. But we're not gonna actually. Because I know you saw something first. Okay. You guys remember Volt Energy Soda? They sold that shit in 2 liters. They would even have it on tap at Burger King. Eventually they decided that, hey, maybe an energy soda would not be a good thing to have on tap, or in 2 liters. A thin, unearthly one. The porter closed the door behind me with a soft click. All I hear are the chilling whispers. We're gonna see like Hannah dancing with him, and you're just gonna see that ghost face, like we do with Kylie. And what's up with Kylie and Rowan? Well, guess who's back? Or not. It's kind of dark out here. Oh, why are all the lights off? Right. Zach shows up the next day to look for Ash. Who...
He didn't have to hide it from me.
Becca, where'd you go off to?
If you're done here, let's go. I'll get you back to the city.
Ash?
I be the one asking you that?
Becca, I've been waiting here the whole time. I told you I hate parties like...
And before that, where have you been the entire evening? Be that way. Fine. Suit yourself.
Wait, Becca.
Probably because there's a really angry ghost.
Ashton, if you're just going to waste my time again...
Becca, listen. I don't know how else.
That much is obvious. Why don't you just take the whole bloody night? Go on. I can wait until next year. Better yet, why don't you just keep it all to yourself like you always do? It's not like...
Rebecca, will you hear me out first?
A very long debate.
I honestly don't know how else to put this. I'm aware your parents have some kind of history with Hannah Wright, and somehow you're friends with her. But you should stay away from these people for now, especially the husband.
Who? Luke?
His expression deepens into the scowl at the mention of the name, but whatever opinion he has, he doesn't immediately voice. Still, something about it genuinely displeases him. You know your friend is a cop, and he investigates people.
He's bad news.
Good time for a save.
Care to explain your reasons?
Now that's a reasonable question. And he could just say, hey, you know I'm a cop, right? Why do you think I'd be concerned about him being into bad shit? That's a reasonable request to ask.
I'm really sorry, Becca.
You know the reason he gives you vague answers. He's not allowed.
We'll talk about this tomorrow, and you better have a proper answer for me by then.
invite him in your apartment, have some tea and maybe a grilled cheese sandwich. Tell him that you're very concerned about what's going on and you want to know what's going on. And I mean, you
can
are
borrow
wanting
the
to
couch.
date him.
You haven't been forgiven. We're still going to have that talk, believe me. But I'm not about to send you out on another drive looking like that. It's late. Go get some rest.
Where are you going? I thought...
You go ahead upstairs. I need to contact Professor Andrew.
Andrew? Why would you... Oh, no. Please. Is this that thing Isabella said this morning? Again? I already gave her my word, Becca. I'll look into this BRC crap. No need to drag the old guy into it.
I'm looking forward to when you see the ghost, Ash.
Ashton, do you really think I still give a shite after that stunt you pulled tonight?
No? But this is...
I am confused where this conversation is going.
Look, I don't care. There are weird things happening around here. And yes, it's Isabella's brand of weird. Ghostly voices, strange sounds, and a bloody woman sitting at the back of my car. You don't have to believe me. And I no longer have the patience to convince you, so just leave me be, Ashton.
Are you really sure?
What?
That there was something? That you've been, seeing things?
Have you
Yes.
seen anything?
I'm very, very certain. Now go, and you better not break anything in there. The last time I let you stay over, it was that statuette Belle gave me. You haven't even replaced that one.
Yeah? Maybe Ash saw something? It's concern. For what, though? For my well-being? Has he seen shit yet at this point? The letter's curse? Has he seen anything? I feel he's being a bit of a dick for some who might have seen shit. He's dead, isn't he? He didn't even get to see the letter.
Professor Andrew?
Rebecca? It's late. What can I do for you?
I know, I'm sorry, but this is a bit urgent. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you to do me a favor.
I think we've made it to this day once before. They really do seem to like the sheep in these visual novels. So this is why.
Professor Andrew.
Rebecca.
And they said,
Didn't I say long ago you can drop the professor?
Him.
You know I can't possibly do that. Even if I can, it feels disrespectful to call you by your name alone.
Both you and Ashton never listen to this old man. Kids these days.
All right. But just for today, since you're doing me a huge favor, Andrew.
I guess you simply can't have it all, even at this old age. But pleasantries aren't what we're here for, yes? You mentioned you needed a permit.
Yes, sir, if that's okay with you.
More than fine. Anything in pursuit of knowledge, as they say. If you don't mind, though, I know you've always been an eager learner, but may I know what in the restricted section that piqued your curiosity?
It's the God Mansion, sir.
The ones they have out in the general isn't enough?
I'm, hoping for a more in-depth read, sir. More about the history and the people who once lived there. The general section doesn't have anything much on that.
Oh, I see. Well, you certainly aren't the first one to be enamored with that place. It doesn't shock me. The architecture is admirable, and the urban legends are something to talk about. Why, just this past week, I've got a few asking me about that. Imagine that.
I think enamored might be a little too much to describe our interest in it. But I have to agree. The mansion is beautiful, even with the renovations. They kept the stained glass windows, too. They are magnificent.
Oh, you've seen it.
I was there for a few hours to attend a housewarming party. The invitation was for my parents, but they couldn't make it. My mum used to work as a private tutor for the Evans. Hannah Wright?
Ah, I know of her. Her husband, too. Who doesn't? Luxborn's most popular couple.
Something falls behind his ears. The warmth is suddenly gone, like he's reliving a painful, distant memory and seeing it play out in front of him.
Is something the matter?
Nothing much. But you know, you're already like a daughter to me. So if you could, do be careful with the friends you make.
Is this about the rights, sir?
Just a friendly advice from an old man. Don't think much about it. Anyway, I have to leave now. Can't miss my weekly serving of bear claws. Say hi to your parents at the detective inspector for me, will you? I wish you luck with all that research.
I will. Thanks for this, Andrew.
You know, we've gone a long period of time without seeing our Casper the Friendly Ghost. And you know, anytime we have seen her, it has not been particularly invasive. It was quite so with Isabel, and quite so with Marianne and Zach. Now, Hannah, not quite the same degree, but still there. But I don't remember there being a time where the ghost was really going to kill Hannah. But there were certainly death opportunities for all the others. Not only ones that ended the story, but ones that will continue the story in a path that, you know, two of my main characters are already dead. I don't think I'm ever going to be okay with the song London Bridge is falling down anymore. So, main thing is this. Out of all the characters so far, Becca has probably had the least dangerous encounters with the ghost. And I don't think Becca has had a single QuickTime event. So we've not had a single QuickTime event of survival. But that's the thing. The universe. Be angry at the universe. Be angry at Skeletor. You guys ever see that picture, like the refrain, like live, laugh, love, but it's just pictures of Skeletor? I feel that's the only acceptable use of that sign. Just laughing Skeletor.
A good start.
Well, I mean, it's kind of surprising they would keep any of the newspaper records for, well, 400 years ago? Hell, when was the first newspaper, as it were, printed? And keep in mind, in this modern era, newspapers are kind of falling to the wayside. I mean, people really don't read newspapers, let alone
I can still
actually
work with
watch
this.
news on TV much anymore. I'm expecting to have a end of Becca story situation happen here. Will Becca survive? I don't know. No matter what, even if she dies this time, I'm going to go back to her at some point and try to keep her alive. But it seems like the game is really bent on wanting to keep... Well, Hannah I don't think even had an opportunity to die. And Isabel, apparently there are ways for her to actually full-on die and the story continue, which I did not see, but I'm sure we will eventually. This seems very generous with the charts. And with after... Oh, shit. What's it say? Air plots a stop local slave trade. Okay. So I don't... Okay, so obviously that's the... Okay, so that would be the Ermengarde people. And that woman that's apparently the slave looks a lot like the ghost. But was it all a front? Like, did they outwardly say that they stopped slavery,
So,
but then they
why
were
is there a need to hide
secretly
this?
having slaves? Okay, so where's this going?
That pisses me off.
No, I don't think it's because of that, but if it is, that's fucked up. It's got to be something darker. I mean, we saw... Well, you didn't. Marianne saw. She's dead now. Here's the thing. Like, we saw a dungeon under there. So, I'm thinking that Luxborn was kind of into something. Okay, so... Well, I mean, vengeful spirit. But I'm kind of confused. So, but yeah, I mean, it looked like the same drawing. Well, I mean, if you were going to haunt somebody out of malice and anger, what better motivation than revenge? I mean, if it wasn't that, then wouldn't the spirit have already found peace? Yeah, you can't exactly go with this. This would be
This
just
isn't going
information to share with
anywhere.
Isabella. But it's interesting information, but these newspaper things aren't proof. They're just directions toward the proof. But I don't know how you would fix any of it.
I should have asked for someone's help.
But yeah, will Becca survive? Comment down below if you think she's going to live. And of course, even if she dies, there's future playthroughs where I skip through all previously read text and try to. Emigard heir announces betrothal. I mean, they do look a lot like Luke and Hannah. There is a definite visual. You know, Isabel might look close to what the Ghost is, before she got enslaved and beaten and burned and became a poltergeist. Well, I'll say it's about all their eyes look the same in this art style, but that's not bad because I like the style that they are drawn with. Yeah, he looks like Luke and she looks like Hannah, who also looks like Lorraine.
This is a library, for heaven's sake.
I mean, but this isn't proof of anything. It's just, hey, they apparently abolished slavery, but then they kept some people as slaves anyway, and then they had the slave they saved supposedly hurt really bad, then burned. Okay. At this point in the story, Zach and Marianne are dead. Because I, didn't save their asses. So, Becca, are you going to live? Brief enough for someone sickening to suddenly lodge itself in my throat while I take in my surroundings. So, like I said, comment down below right now. And don't pause it. Comment while still reading all of this. Because I'm pretty sure if I am going to die, there's enough time for you to fill in that comment before Becca explodes into popcorn. Now, up till now, there's not been a single time where Becca's actually had her life fully in danger. And here it is.
What are you doing, Miss Pink?
Are you possessing Kylie's body right now? Why are you upset at this? But hey, Becca, you actually have a full-on, undeniable... Like, this is the sort of thing that you... Why are you angry? Oh, you're angry. That makes sense. But she did impersonate Lorraine earlier. So...
Why don't you play with me?
So where's the quick time event? Comment down below! Will Becca be equal to Kratos? Okay, what on earth kind of quick time event's gonna be? If you turn your back on her, she's gonna... I know I'm not a fast runner. That's why weapons are necessary, because there's no way I can outrun.
You think you scared me?
Miss Pink, don't be so rude. I'm waiting.
I'm not afraid of you, you spook. This is one Scotswoman. You aren't getting into an early grave without a fight.
Gosh, her voice.
Come at me.
There's the accent to get back. I am a fan of it though. Okay, that's not comforting. What's the quick time event gonna be? What's the quick time event gonna be? What's it gonna be? Nope, no quick time event. Oh, shit. This is a life or death choice. Save. Head for the door or head upstairs? Well, I feel head upstairs will result in us being trapped. So, let's just leave. I assume this is the best way to not die. Yep. Pretty sure I chose correctly. Well, music's calming down. I believe we are in the clear. That's poor manners. Okay. Are you kidding me? Am I supposed to do something? It's hard to look at her eyes and read at the same time. Hit her with the book! Oh shit, what am I supposed to do? Objective, escape from the... What am I... I can't read that part of the... I can't read it. Too strong or holding me is too strong. Well, obviously we're getting to see the death scene, but I couldn't read the stuff at the bottom.
Somebody.
Am I supposed to push the space bar? I couldn't read down there. My tab area with all my little icons is blocking it. Yeah, let's try this again. Can I read this as I'm staring into your face? I'm just gonna try assuming it's tab. Wait, do I have to arrow key? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can't read. Like, it's covering up. There we go. I got a good... There we go. I was able to fix the screen. Okay, so... What are they asking me to do? Okay. Keep the slider within... Like, I can only see, like, the top quarter of the words. It's... Because I did not size this very well. You keep the slider within the green bar. Like, I'm having to read it by, like, the absolute minimum. Well, if we're going to try to burn this into my fucking retinas. Bar by moving the mouse. No. 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 Well, this is not going well. I'm not supposed to use a touchpad for this. Well, this is a... I know I could skip the quick down bit, but I'm trying to actually do it. But at least I know what I'm supposed to do now.
Somebody.
No, stay in there. Stay. 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 Yes! Ah! Book! Critical attack! You know what? You're kind of a bitch. You ask for their help, you're trying to kill them. That's not how you ask for help. Yay, we did. Like, stare at me all you want. I don't give a single shite. I'm alive. And that's all that matters. I'm safe. Also matters. This isn't end yet, but I'm safe. I mean, it's not solid proof, but it's something to help. Well, Zach and Marianne are dead, so... It's probably going to be a notification that Zach is dead. Because, well, no, we're not going to know about Marianne because she's in the fucking dungeon.
Hey, Becca, call me back when you're free. We need to talk. ASAP.